On the banks of the Mersey, Runcorn and Helsby appears to be a traditional Labour seat, but below the surface, there's more going on. In Runcorn's Old Town, towards the docks and industrial area, Space Cafe caters for those who feel left behind.
There was always a welcoming Old Town community with people that were very proud of the town. And that's where people get upset about it and emotional about it because they remember that.
You sort of see a lot of people here that feel like they've been let down by the system perhaps and, you know, have got nowhere to turn.
So who has the answers?
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Rob. Nice to meet you. Yeah, of course you are.
Mike's driven a taxi in Runcorn for 30 years. He's voted Labour just as long.
Everyone was made up when Labour got in, and now I think everyone's sort of like in disbelief some of the things that Labour have come out with in the last 9 months. Getting a taxi is two things. It's either a luxury or a necessity. Now, the necessity people are the disabled people, people on mobility, and a lot of the old D's so stressed and worried about the disability allowance and the mobility and whether they're going to get it or they're not going to get it.
It's these disillusioned Labour voters Reform is targeting here. But 5 miles south, down the road in Frodsham, there's likely Tory supporters looking for a new home too.
A lot of the campaigning in the run-up to this vote has been concentrated on these more rural areas. Reform has picked a former Tory councillor as its candidate and is focusing on migration and law and order, while Labour is trying to mobilise the anti-Farage vote.
With the local councillor as their candidate too, Labour is bargaining with people to vote tactically. But there's anger at perceived broken promises.
Come on, chicks. Out we come.
Especially on farm inheritance tax.
Out we come.
Is there anything that would allow Labour to regain the support of farming communities?
I think at this point they've done a lot of damage, and I think Labour probably got in based on people being sick of the prolonged period of, you know, the Tory lies. But yeah, no, I think Reform's got a good chance at the minute.
This by-election is happening after the former Labour MP stood down for assaulting a constituent. Despite that, few here speak ill of Mike Amesbury's local work. For voters like Nadine, there's a big choice of replacements. 15 candidates, including local politicians from the Tories, Lib Dems and Greens. But will people turn out?
I've got 1,000 leaflets through my door, but actually no one's spoken to me, really.
And do the leaflets change your mind at all?
They just, to be honest, they all say the same thing. I think they need to kind of come together and stop trying to divide everyone.
A fear of division could play well for Labour, in a region still hungry for change and a new destination, but unsure of who can deliver it. Rob Powell, Sky News in Runcorn.
Well, we mentioned that by-election. You can see on screen now the full list of candidates standing in Runcorn and Helsby. We will have full coverage of the by-election and the local and mayoral elections here on Sky News with a Vote 2025 special programme from midnight on Friday morning.